This upgrade to Adagio Invoices 9.3A has many new improvements, including sending customer invoices and processing credit card payments more easily. In prior versions of Invoices, if you wanted to send some customer invoices by email and others by mailed paper or by fax, you had to run the process once for each method. Now, when printing invoices from a batch or from history, it is possible to select each of print, email, or fax methods as needed, and click the Send Print button just once. This works in combination with the option to match preferred send method, so that the invoice is sent to the customer in the single desired way. Also, keyboard shortcuts are available to toggle the checkboxes. Either Alt-M to highlight the Send Method box, using the arrow keys and spacebar to select, or the Alt key and the first letter to toggle the specific method. When you are finished printing, there is a new user preference option to close Forms dialog after print, to save the mouse click to close the screen, and to better indicate that printing has completed. Earlier versions of Adagio Invoices were not PCI DSS compliant because the full credit card number was stored in the customer record. Compliancy is achieved in this upgrade when the Receivables 9.3A data conversion removes full credit card numbers from customers and posted invoices, leaving behind just the last 4 digits. If you take customer credit cards for payments, you can now store the card information in an externally accessible vault with North American payment solutions, when integrated with the new Adagio Payments add-on. Credit cards have a unique Vault ID that is selected when entering a transaction, and links back to the customer for processing when the transaction is posted. Cards can be entered when editing the customer, or on the fly from within transaction entry from the plus button. When you are entering an invoice batch entry with an included credit card payment, you may choose to leave authorization of the card until the batch is posted to capture the sale, or pre-authorize the charge now with a transaction ID and authorization code, and capture the charge later when the batch is posted. If you integrate with another invoicing program and import invoices, new fields have been included to import the online credit card information, including the authorization information. Also, pre-authorized debits may be used to record customer payments, writing to a file that will be uploaded to your bank. For more complete information about setting up and using online vaulted credit cards, follow this link to watch the Adagio Payments Watch Me video. In previous versions, if you wanted to print a numeric value on an invoice form that was not stored in the data, but instead based on a calculation of available values, you had to make a request to create a new spec code with that calculation. Now, you can create your own codes using numeric calculations. There are new available calculation codes, labeled with X, that can be used as often as needed in a spec, and can be found in the Formulas Numeric area of the field list. When this field code is added to a spec, you can define the calculation by right-clicking and editing the properties. Here, a formula field is available to enter an arithmetic calculation with existing spec codes, which can be as simple or complicated as needed. To make sense, calculation fields must be placed in an appropriate section of the spec to get an expected value. A couple of other examples for formula usage could be calculating the unit price of an item with tax included for a value-added unit price, by dividing the extended price with tax by the quantity shipped. Another could be the amount owing on an invoice if it was paid prior to the early payment discount, by using the discount rate against the invoice total. As with other Adagio 9.3A upgrades, new standard options available in Invoices include compatibility with Adagio Doc Store to attach and view PDFs on transactions and customers, backup data from a toolbar button or prior to important processes, behavior changes to user preferences, phone number formatting on grids, and other small improvements. Two new common features have been introduced to Adagio in this upgrade. One is the ability, when accessing the column editor, to search for desired fields, either by the data type or by entering a portion of the field name. True-false fields are part of the text selection. For tables with many fields, this should make it even easier to locate desired information to display on the grid. The other is to allow using the find process on grids when a filter is active. Previously, the find button was disabled, but now you can open the screen either to type in the customer number or use the Finder or Smart Finder to locate the customer within the filtered results. Read the complete list of features and changes from the release notes. Watch another video on this Adagio program from the playlist, or subscribe to the Adagio YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.